Hello and welcome to Everything Star Wars. I'm your host, Rob. Today's a day I like to reflect. This day, back in 2001, well, there were two buildings. They were right here. They were known as the Twin Towers here in New York City. And they were destroyed by a terrorist group by having two planes flown into them. On this day in New York City, on a beautiful, beautiful day, kind of like this one today, there was utter chaos. Almost 3,000 people died. We lost 3 court officers. New York was like a war zone. Smoke was everywhere. You couldn't even see the Manhattan skyline like you can here. People were running, screaming. And I remember coming right here to this spot, right about here. This is called the Brooklyn Promenade, which is behind me, which you could see Manhattan from here. Pretty cool. And people come here to look at the skyline. Yeah, so I came here a long time ago. And when I came here, it was a 20-minute walk from my job because I saw that there was a lot of smoke over my job. I didn't quite get what was going on. So when I got here, I saw the two buildings on fire already. Helicopters, utter chaos, and everybody was lined up. Bikes, radios playing, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And we were just watching the buildings burn, and there was nothing that we could do. Wondering what was going to happen to these people who were trapped above the flames. Watching them wave towels. Some of them jumped. And then I just remember, like, my God, I can't help one of these people. I could do nothing but sit here and watch in horror. And when I looked down, like, asking God, like, please, save these people. The next thing I remember, I looked up and heard a rumble. Saw the tower collapse and just come down with a rumbling noise. It was the most shocking thing I think I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't know quite what to do. So there was a bunch of smoke that came from the buildings, and it covered Manhattan. Traffic stopped. Everything stopped. People are like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, panicking. And the next thing I know, the smoke was coming towards Brooklyn, here, where I'm standing. We ran. Now remember, I'm 20 minutes away from my job, so we ran as far as we could back. And I was just running. I couldn't see because there was trees, so I couldn't see the sky. And I heard fighter jets. And I knew there was sound, and I thought, whoever did this is about to bomb our area. We're being attacked, and there's not a thing I could do about it. So I just said a prayer to God, thanked Him for everything in my life. So thank you. I appreciate everything you've done for me and given to me. And if this is it, this is it. Thank you. But I was luckily enough able to get back to my building, where it started raining paint chips from the building that's way over here. Goes over here. It started raining papers, burnt papers and paint chips from that building that fell. I'm trying to describe to everybody what I just witnessed. The smoke, the panic, the Manhattan getting completely covered. People in shock, people running, people disbelieving, crying. And as I was trying to explain this, the other tower collapsed. So there was really nothing any of us could do. Getting home, everything was shut. Subways, tunnels, everything. I never watched so much TV in a day and a half than I did that day. I was glued to the set. I couldn't stop watching. Why was this done? Who would have done this? How many people died? The best thing about this was that the architect of the tower made sure that if anything had happened, it was going to fall straight down, not fall to the side, which could have crippled this entire city. This entire city could have been crippled. And thank God it wasn't. We lost almost 3,000 people that day. We lost 2 court officers. And every day, even though most people go on their lives and forget about what happened, or don't remember what happened, or don't know what happened, this happened right here, my own backyard. That's right, my backyard. This is my backyard. So I didn't make any videos because I want to reflect on this day. The families that lost their loved ones, friends, everybody's lives that were turned upside down. People got cancer just for being in the area, full, covered with soot. It's sad. Families today still struggle, still go through that. Have mental breakdowns and depression. It's hard even for people who were just here witnessing it, to know that 3,000 lives, senselessly innocent lives, were lost that day. Firefighters, policemen, regular people like you and me. And there's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't save a person. I wish I was Superman that day. I wish I could have flown, saved as many people as I could have, but I couldn't do a thing. So, yeah, but this is the city, my town, where I live. This is New York. Today, remember, it's 9/11. We never forget. No matter how many years go by, I never forget. This is rough, everything Star Wars saying, remember, cherish your moments, cherish every day. You never know, You feel like $100 and something could go wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but look what happened that day. 3,000 people woke up that morning, just doing their jobs, living life, and are not here today. So don't take life for granted. Enjoy every day. Don't be scared. Just live your life. Enjoy it to its fullest, because we don't know if we'll be here tomorrow. Nothing's guaranteed here. My backyard, my city. I love it. So, I'm here. You're there, just reflecting. Today's September 11th, 2019. I'm Rob. See you next time. Take care. Say a prayer for the families and friends who've lost today. Be well, everyone.